Now, understand that if you are dealing with a pathological narcissist, you're dealing with someone that believes that they are perfect. This is their grandiosity, their sense of superiority over others. So know that if you are dealing with a prideful individual, then they believe that they are perfect and perfect people do not need to change. And I think this is one of the main issues that people have with narcissists. Oftentimes people believe that their narcissist is special, so they're holding on to the narcissist. However, understand that narcissists are a dime a dozen. The narcissist in China is going to act very similar to the narcissist in Australia. It's going to act very similar to the narcissist in the US, in the UK, etc. Because you are dealing with someone with severe psycho-spiritual arrested development. It is pathological narcissism. It is patterned behavior. So understand that you do not have a special narcissist. Narcissists are a dime a dozen. And oftentimes on the channel, you will see me use the Hawkins scale by Dr. David R. Hawkins. And that is so that you get a visual representation of what you're truly dealing with. So know that you are dealing with someone that is based in shame and they are unable to move past their pride. And pride comes before the fall, so they fall right back down to shame. Now, what you will get from a pathological narcissist is whatever you will find between shame and pride. And one of the main emotions that you will get from pathological narcissists is apathy, their coldness, their callousness. And narcissists have apathy to give because they do not have empathy to give. Narcissists have apathy to give because they do not have love to give. Whatever you will get from a narcissist is between shame and pride. Your narcissist is not special. Pathological narcissist people are people that did not individuate. They did not become an individual. This is why they're not necessarily unique. They're not unique. Narcissists love bomb, devalue, discard, and hoover. Love bomb, devalue, discard, and hoover. You can spot a narcissist people because they have a pattern. You can spot them based on their grandiosity. Narcissists believe that they are better than other people. This comes from their dysfunctional pride and their pathologically low self-esteem. You can spot a narcissist based on the fact that they require excessive amounts of admiration, attention, validation, and the reflection of other people. And this is because narcissists are based in their ego. Narcissists believe that they are their ego. They are egomaniacs in the truest sense of the word. And understand then that the ego needs to be satiated from the outside. So you must boost the narcissist's ego. Again, people, understand that you are dealing with someone with a severe mental illness. Narcissists believe that they are their ego. You are dealing with someone that has lost their mind. So do not expect them to be rational. And again, you will get rational thinking in the fourth dimension or higher. Pathological narcissists cannot move past the 3D. They cannot move past the third dimension. Every day they wake up, they're in the 1D, but at best they get to the 3D. What you get from narcissists is between shame and pride. You can spot a pathological narcissist based on their empathy impairment. They're cold and callous. And now, if you are dealing with a narcissist, know that most of them are covert. Most narcissists operate covertly, so they're going to hide their hands after they throw a stone, right? Because they do not want other people to see their inappropriate behavior. So you can spot a narcissist based on their pattern. Narcissists will triangulate you. This could be an intimate relationship, so they'll triangulate you with the new supply. This could be even a parental type of relationship. Your parent may triangulate you with siblings or other family members. Narcissists must abuse other people to get their needs met. You can spot a pathological narcissist people based on the fact that they are pathological liars. They are always lying. They lie to you on day 0 of that relationship, and they lie to you in the end. Narcissists are always lying. When you see the narcissist on social media taking a whole bunch of pictures with a new supply, triangulating you again, trying to make others believe that they're happy and joyful, that's a lie. Narcissists are pathological liars. They're always lying. If a narcissist's mouth is moving, they are lying. Narcissists are incapable of true joy and peace. You'll find joy and peace all the way up there in the 500s. They do not have access to it. What narcissists have access to is whatever is between shame and pride. They have access to the 1D, the 2D, and the 3D. You can spot narcissists based on the fact that they will put you in the double bind. Nothing can ever be right with a narcissist. People, up is down, left is right. You are always going around in circles because you are dealing with the insane. Narcissists have a pattern. You do not have a special narcissist. When we are talking about pathological narcissism, it is patterned dysfunctional behavior. So, how do you deal with narcissists? You get away from them. How do you get away from narcissists? You either go no contact, where you blow the bridge up and you get away from them, pretend that they don't exist. Or if you have to deal with a narcissist, for example, if you have children or maybe you have assets together, then you're going to go low contact or gray rock. You're going to be as uninteresting as a gray rock so that they get off your tail and go follow someone else. Gray rocking does not guarantee that a narcissist will stop abusing you. What you're trying to do is to divert them by playing possum so that they go and attack someone else. And again, you cannot guarantee that a narcissist will not abuse because narcissists are abusers. This is the life of someone that is stuck in victim abuser consciousness. They are abusers. This is why they will torment you and set you up and smile when they do it, because they get off from being sadistic, because they're sadists. So as you go through this lesson, people, I'm truly just reminding you that the narcissist that you are with is not special. Narcissists did not individuate. They checked out somewhere between the ages of 5 and 12 years old. So physically, you could be dealing with a narcissist that is in their 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, or even elderly narcissists in their 60s, 70s, and so on. They are going to behave like a maladaptive toddler. They stopped growing somewhere between the ages of 5 and 12 years old, just like unripened fruits. So you get unripened fruits from plants where that plant did not get enough sunlight and water and nutrients that particular plant needed to grow full, ripe fruits. So that plant developed fruits and they grew to their fullest state, but it just didn't ripen properly. And when you bite into an unripened fruit, you know that it's not a very pleasant experience because it tastes off. Something is missing. Because again, that plant did not get what it needed to grow a fully ripened fruit. Same thing with pathological narcissist people. And people often ask how people become pathological narcissists. Pathological narcissists become pathological narcissists the same way that you developed people-pleasing or codependent tendencies. Pathological narcissists become pathological narcissists the same way that you developed people-pleasing or codependent tendencies. You got it from your dysfunctional family system. If you are watching this video, people, you grew up in a dysfunctional family system. You had emotionally immature parents. Now, your emotionally immature parents could fall into various categories. Maybe you had emotionally immature parents that were also substance abuse addicts, maybe alcohol, meth, other drugs, etc. Maybe your parental figures were members of the cluster B, borderline, histrionic, very narcissistic, sociopathic, etc. Maybe they had other types of dysregulation like bipolar, etc. So again, mental issues that they're dealing with. Now, regardless of the type of emotionally immature parent that you had emotionally immature parent, which means that your parent was incapable of meeting your needs. So these parental figures placed you into a role. Now, if you are listening to this audio, then the role that you're most likely assigned in your dysfunctional family system is that of the scapegoat and or the lost child. Very few people that are listening to this audio would be assigned the role of the golden child. Now, if you were assigned the role of a golden child and you awakened, then congratulations. Most golden children end up egomaniacs. They end up narcissistic because that is the parent that they were modeling. Monkey see, monkey do. You spoil a child, the golden child, they end up rotten. So they're rotten adults. Some of you that are listening to this have the golden child sibling. Didn't they turn out to be an egomaniac? Didn't they end up very narcissistic and big-headed and entitled? Because golden children people, most of them end up narcissistic because they were mirroring and modeling the narcissistic parent. They got caught up in their ego. Now, if you're listening to this video again, you are most likely assigned the scapegoat role and or the lost child role, which means that you were mirroring the enabler people-pleasing parent, and that is where you got your people-pleasing tendencies from. So understand that if you're listening to this audio, then you were groomed to tolerate inappropriate narcissistic behavior from your dysfunctional family system. It is important that you learn to shed the role of a scapegoat, because scapegoats are food for abusers and users. You are the sacrifice. You are being set up to be curried goat. You're preparing to eat you with a side of white rice, your food. So if you're listening to this audio, I can almost guarantee, again, that you're most likely assigned the scapegoat role or the lost child role. You grew up with enabler qualities, people-pleasing qualities. All right? And who do people pleasers or enablers attract? Narcissists. And that is a cycle that you have to break. You should have zero tolerance for narcissistic users and abusers. It's very black and white. Narcissists are parasites. They come to take from you. Mosquitoes don't come to love you. They come to take from you. Every day a mosquito wakes up and the mosquito knows that it needs to find a host. So if you are entangled with a pathological narcissist, then that narcissist wants to drain you of your resources. They want your money. They want your time. They want your attention. They want your validation. They want your reflection. They want your house. They want your car. They want your Netflix password. They are users. So understand again that the narcissist that you are with is not special. It is a pathology. So in order for someone to be clinically diagnosed with narcissistic personality disorder, they'd have to have 5 or more of the 9 traits that you see listed in the DSM. And the DSM is the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual for Mental Illnesses. However, understand that if you encounter someone with even 1 or 2 of the traits that you see listed in the DSM people, they are going to be a very dysfunctional individual. Do not wait until that person gets to 5. Narcissists come to take. They don't come to give love. They don't have love to give. This is why they always start off with a love bomb. There is a bomb after that word because it is manipulation. That is what you get from someone that is based in shame and they're unable to move past their pride. Abusers must abuse. Abusers must manipulate. That is how they get their way. That is how they get their needs met. Abusers don't have love to give to you. Narcissists are empathy impaired. They don't have empathy to give. They have apathy to give. They have envy to give. They have dysfunctional pride to give. They have dysfunctional shame to give. That is why they try to dump their deep-seated inner shame onto you. Just like Gollum in the Lord of the Rings, people. Narcissist is going to tell you that, oh, no one likes you. You don't have any friends. You're worth nothing. But understand that what they're doing is projecting everything that they feel about themselves onto you. Now, if you believe them, then you have just validated their false mask, their grandiose mask, because they, in their minds, people, they have to believe that they are better than you or you are beneath them. And that is how they regulate their self-esteem. And what they're regulating is not self-esteem. What they're regulating is their ego. Narcissist people are predominantly their ego. They're 95% ego and 5% spirit. They're wired backwards. You do not have a special narcissist. That is why it sounds like the person that I'm describing sounds like the person that you were involved with. They're not special. The narcissists that you are dealing with most often are covert, very vulnerable. They're going to pretend to be a poor little wounded dog so that you drop your guard so that they can abuse you. That's the narcissist. So it is important that you learn how to discern spirit. Discern the spirit of the individual that is in front of your face. Because when you know how to discern, you are able to see narcissists. They will stick out like a sore thumb, people. When a narcissist comes in, they're going to try to flatter you. And they're trying to flatter you because they're getting ready to you over. That is what narcissists do. Flattery is fake. When they come in inauthentic. And the reason why you will think that they are being authentic is because you are projecting your consciousness onto the narcissist. You are projecting 4D consciousness onto a narcissist, people. 5D consciousness onto a narcissist. People that wake up every day in 1D. People, every day a narcissist wakes up, they're in shame. They hate themselves. At best, they get to pride. Pride comes before the fall, they fall right back down to shame. That's all she wrote. There's nothing else there. So if you're wondering why you can't hold a narcissist accountable, they don't have accountability to give to you. You're dealing with a maladaptive toddler stuck in an adult's body. Toddlers throw tantrums. Toddlers need their parents, you see. You are the narcissist surrogate parent because they did not individuate. They did not become an adult. They're stuck in a childlike state. And this makes them very dangerous because in the great words of healer, author, and shaman, Malidoma Patrice Somé, if you keep a person in an adolescent state, then they will act militaristically. An adolescent state is an unripened state. It is an underdeveloped state, a childlike state, a childish state, a Peter Pan-like state. They will act militaristically. Very volatile and violent. That is what you're dealing with. 1D, 2D, and 3D consciousness. Dregs at the bottom of the spiritual ladder. So stop expecting accountability, forgiveness, love, empathy, kindness from a narcissist. They don't have it to give to you. What you'll get from a narcissist is right there between shame and pride. That's all she wrote. The narcissist that you are with is not special. They are a pathological narcissist. And that really is the quick message for today, kind folks. Ensure that you are liking these videos. Ensure that you are subscribed for more empowering content. If you have any questions or feedback, go ahead and leave that in the comment section. Sheikah is the name. Thanks for your support, and I'll see you in the next video.